In today's tutorial, I'm going to be talking about CoinEx, which was founded back in 2017. It's a crypto-to-crypto exchange. It was founded by Via BTC, in fact, and it's one of the leading names in the crypto mining industry. And since then, it's grown into a global cryptocurrency exchange that puts a big focus on user experience and transparency. So the first thing you do is if you click on the description of this video or in the pinned comment, depending if you're watching this on YouTube or X. On YouTube, it's going to be in a pinned comment, and on X, it's going to be in a comment below the video. You'll simply click on the link to register, to sign up for an account, and you should see this page here. And perhaps even the referral code is going to be inserted automatically. If not, you will see my referral code as well. So just copy and paste it there. It would really help support the channel. Now, if you use my referral code, there's also a benefit. If you trade over 500 USDT in terms of volume, then you will get 15 CET, which is the native token of CoinEx. I'll be talking a bit about that once we get into it. If you trade over 1000 USDT, you'll get 40 CET. And if you trade over 5000 USDT, you will get 100 CET. And this is for spot trading tasks. And in terms of the future trading, if you generate more than $20,000 of volume, so 20,000 USDT, then you'll get 100 CET. And if you trade over 50,000, then you'll get 200 CET. So once you fill in this information with your email address and password, then you just have to confirm your email by going to your email and checking your inbox. Confirm the account like you would in any other exchange. And once you log into CoinEx, you can hover up to the account settings here, which you can see by clicking on person icon here. You've got the account overview, the security settings, the ID verification. Now, you don't need to do KYC, but it is recommended if you want to be trading larger amounts. Of course, there's the reward center and the voucher center as well. On the assets overview, this is important because over here, if you go to deposit, this is where you're going to be depositing your cryptocurrency, be it Bitcoin or another cryptocurrency, perhaps USDT. This is the most common. And so what you would do here is you would just select USDT. You would select the network that you want to transfer from. So if you've got your USDT on MetaMask, as most people do, perhaps it's on the Binance Smart Chain, or maybe Ethereum, or maybe even Tron. So you would just select the network and then you would generate the address down at the bottom. And once you do that, then you just copy this address and you paste it into your MetaMask as the deposit address, because this is where you're going to be depositing to. And it would be, of course, the withdrawal address when it comes to MetaMask, because it's the opposite. There's also the withdraw option here. If you click on withdraw, here you can withdraw your cryptocurrency from the exchange over to your wallet or maybe to another cryptocurrency exchange. And there's also an inter-user transfer, which has zero fee. And this is if you want to transfer to another user that has a CoinEx account. Now, some of the most typical features in most exchanges are the spot and futures. So if we go to spot here, you've got the option of swap, which is to buy and sell cryptocurrency in a single click. And it's as simple as selecting the cryptocurrency that you want to swap from to the cryptocurrency you want to swap to, and then you click the swap button, and that's it. There's the spot trading, and this is the more advanced option, which of course shows you the chart as well. Here you can see the Bitcoin chart currently trading at $103,700. And here we've got the bids and the ask as well. So in red, we've got all the sell orders, and in green, we've got all the buy orders. Most of the time, this is moving so fast that most people will just set a limit order or a market order just to buy at the current market price, to get in as soon as possible or to sell as soon as possible, because the fees are quite minimal, so it doesn't really matter. And to do that, you just simply select the amount that you want to buy at. If you don't care, you just go to market, and here it'll just tell you it's the best market price that it's going to buy at. You choose the value that you can buy at, okay? And then you just click buy BTC. It's the same when you want to sell, exactly the same. You just choose how much you want to sell, and then you click on sell BTC. Now in the limit order, you will have to choose the price of Bitcoin that you want to buy at or that you want to sell at. And when the market price reaches the selected price in your limit order, then the order is going to get triggered. It's the same for selling. We also have stop limit, where when the price reaches a certain amount, you place a stop order, and that'll trigger an order price at a specific amount, and the same for selling. There's also the stop market order here. In the stop market order, you would do exactly the same. When it reaches a specific price, then you trigger a buy or a sell automatically at the market price. This is the difference. In terms of futures trading, this is the most popular because futures trading is what allows you to trade efficiently. And what I mean by that is that you can actually earn when the price goes up and when the price goes down, which is pretty cool because this is how professional traders trade. But again, you have to be careful when it comes to leverage trading, because if you're not a professional trader, or if you didn't learn how to trade on a demo account, you could lose your money because of liquidations. Now, it's very important to set stop loss orders, usually stop market orders when the price reaches a certain amount against you and not in your favor. Then you should just sell at the current market price as soon as possible, because that will ensure that you're protected and you're not risking more than intended to risk, because a lot of people tend to stay into a trade, especially in futures, with high leverage, and they don't have a stop loss, and that ends up biting them a lot. Now we've got the isolated and the cross margin mode, and what this means is that in isolated mode you can only add to a current position, and with cross you can actually use a different position. If you've got, for example, a Bitcoin and an Ethereum position, then in that case you can swap. If one of them is doing better than the other, you can actually manage your margins in a way so that it can be passed over to the losing position, and so you don't get liquidated. And so maybe you might want to give it more room. Perhaps, I don't know, maybe your stop price is at a specific amount, and maybe because you're making money on a different position, you may want to give it more room. That could be a good reason to do that. But again, I don't really recommend this personally, because I think that you should have like a fixed stop price. And so when the price reaches that amount, then you just exit out of the trade at a loss. But it's a managed loss. This is the important thing, right? You are limiting the risk. Say, for example, you have a $10,000 account and you're risking $100 per trade. You are ensuring that you don't go over that $100 limit. And if you do, maybe just by $1 or $2, not by a lot, including fees and slippage. So, this is very important to manage that risk. And so, for example, if I want to open a position here, let's say I want to go to Solana. I'm interested in Solana, so I would go to Solana USDT here. I actually need to transfer funds over to the futures account from my assets account. So I would just go to transfer, and then from spot, you see it tells me how much I've got available, and I want to transfer to futures. If I want to transfer everything, I can. I just click on confirm, and now I'm transferring successfully to futures. And here I can see how much SOL I can actually purchase, okay, because I've already got my USDT balance here. And so, for example, if I think that the price is going to go down, but I want to protect myself, like for example, if it goes above 164.90 cents, which is the peak here, I want to exit this position. And so what I can do is I can set a sell limit here, or I can set a sell order at the market price. And if I do that, for example, it tells me here how much I can purchase. Okay, this is the maximum that I can buy. And so if I go to sell short here, it even tells me what the estimated liquidation price is, because I haven't set a stop loss yet. So if the price reaches $176.57 and I don't close my position, it's going to close it for me automatically at a loss, and I'm going to lose everything that I've risked. This is why it's important to set that stop loss. It's very, very important. And here, if we zoom in, we can actually see the TP and the SL, because I haven't actually set one. So for example, if I want to make sure that when it gets to $169.40, I actually sell. So I can just click on this little button there. So let's say, for example, I want to set my stop loss at 164.90. I want to make sure that my take profit is at least 2 times as much as the stop loss. So, in order for it to be worth it. So let's say $154. If the price gets to $154 before it gets to $164.90, then I will be winning $9.90 estimated, because of fees as well. But those are going to be tiny. And then if it gets to $164.90, I'm going to lose $3.37. So this is a contained loss. Okay, this is why this is very important. So we click confirm here, and there you can see that we have successfully set the take profit and the stop loss, right? The take profit is the top one, and the stop loss is the bottom one. And the reason why we see $154 is because it is a short. Okay, so it's less than when we entered that. We can see we have entered at 162.13. Okay, so this is the basic way of looking at it. Now, if we go to futures here, we can also see copy trading, which is another feature. And in copy trading, you can copy profitable trader, but I always see this as a bit of a gamble, because you don't know how that trader is going to be doing. You don't know if that trader is going to continue winning. Maybe they're also gambling. You don't know what strategy they have. So, but you can see their win rate as well. So you could probably do some analysis based on how many trades they take. Is it worth it? How many people are following them, etc. I don't personally do that. I prefer to do my own technical analysis and just trade myself. We can also go to demo trading here. In demo trading, we can trade without any real money. So this is to learn how to trade. Okay, so just click next. You've got a short tutorial here as well, which tells you what you should do. And here you could see that you can trade the real market, and you can switch between pairs, by the way. And you can just trade as normal as if you had real money, but except it's a demo account. Okay, so with a demo account, you can trade demo funds in order to see how much you could actually win if you were to follow your strategy with real money without actually risking real money, which is pretty cool because a lot of people tend to lose a lot when they do demo trading at the beginning, and then when they feel comfortable following that strategy, they end up becoming profitable. And this is what separates the professional trader from the amateur trading. Now, one other thing I wanted to talk about is in relation to the token, the CET token, which is the native token of the exchange. So here, if we look on the left-hand side, we can see that we've got the CET USDT pair. So this is basically the native token. It's currently worth 4.8 cents. As you can see, it's going up right now. And this is on the 15-minute chart after a big dump that it suffered here, unfortunately, to 4.7 cents. And so this token is the one that you're going to be rewarded in. And there are various other token pairs that you can trade here, but most of them are against USDT. You've also got USDC here or BTC. So this is all that you need to keep in mind here. If you go to buy crypto, there's also the P2P trading option, which you can buy and sell cryptocurrency peer-to-peer from other people. There's also the quick buy as well. If you go to quick buy, you can use a payment method that's available here. For example, for me, it's PIX. Maybe for you, it's something else. It depends on the provider and the country. There's also third-party trading that you can buy and sell crypto through institutions. Aside from that, they've got the promotion option here with the trade board, the deposit bonus, mining, the airdrop station as well. There's also the earn section for flexible savings if you want to stake with the exchange. There's also that option too. And you can also borrow and repay real crypto loans through the exchange. Okay, so they do have various features here. And that's pretty much it from CoinEx, just to keep it simple. Thank you for watching, and drop me a comment below if you have any questions. Take care. Bye-bye.